Hello and welcome to this edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. We have a wonderful show packaged just for you. More after this message.
We're positioning ourselves as an investment destination for financial services, logistics, skilled labor, high-value services, and premium products.
"2025 was a year of action, expanding trade, empowering exporters, strengthening MSMEs, and standing strong in recovery." Watch Jamaica Magazine on this station Monday, January 19, as we review developments in the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce.
We are in a new year, but many are still picking up the pieces from the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. With farms damaged, some food items have become scarce or highly priced because of the scarcity. It is an occurrence that makes the idea of food security even more paramount. In this week's episode of Get the Facts, we are exploring how backyard gardening and urban farming can help to strengthen food security, reduce household costs, and build resilience against future shocks. Let's join in on the conversation.
In the wake of Hurricane Melissa, Jamaica's agricultural sector has suffered extensive damage, with crops, farms, and key infrastructure impacted island-wide. Major losses have been recorded in traditional food-producing areas, particularly in crops such as peppers, potatoes, and tomatoes. In this context, backyard and urban farming offer a practical solution. By growing some of what we consume, Jamaicans can help reduce pressure on the national food supply, limit reliance on disrupted supply chains, and cut dependence on imported foods, which often rise in cost after natural disasters. To learn more on backyard and urban farming and how you can start, Acting Land Management Officer at the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, in St. Andrew, Mr. Joel Price, will bring some insights. Thank you for joining us, Sir Price.
Thank you, Sir Henry, for having me.
Let's jump right into getting some facts. Now, backyard farming. The name might trip up some people because they might say, Mr. Price, I don't have a backyard. I live in an apartment. I might have a little balcony that runs on the outside. I don't have a backyard. What is backyard farming?
All right, so backyard gardening is simply producing, in a small space that you have, either in your backyard, in your front yard, or even in the space in the space that you think you don't have, like your balcony, your containers, and so forth. Okay. So everyone can be kept in the loop.
Okay, so it's more about growing in whatever space you have than necessarily needing a backyard like your family in country might have, and you don't have that in town, for example.
And that is exactly what it is.
Okay. You mentioned containers. What sort of containers we're looking at here?
So the thing about gardening is that you can utilize whatever it is that you have. They are like tires, used tires, it can be repurposed for growing crops. You can use your bottles, like your 5-gallon bottles, you can cut them. Tubs, even old refrigerators, whatever it is that you find that can be used to grow your crops.
So the core idea is anything that can hold soil and the plants can thrive in, you can backyard garden it.
Pretty much, that's pretty much what it is.
During the intro, we mentioned potatoes, peppers, tomatoes. What sort of plants would thrive in a backyard gardening environment, in a 5-gallon garden plot per se?
Yes. So we're talking about crops ranging from cucumbers, tomatoes, pak choy, lettuce, you name it.
Yeah. And do they require like an intense amount of attention, some of the plants that you've mentioned?
Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, most crops thrive well with access to full sunlight. So you want to ensure that wherever you place your containers, that there is access to full sunlight. You want to ensure that the plants is watered. The containers have proper drainage and so forth.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's actually, when you see people puncture the bottom of the container, that's actually crucial today.
It is important.
You want the water to run out?
Yes, you want excess water to be able to drain out.
Oh, okay. What about if can you have too much sun?
Well, you have very little control over the sun. The plants, like I said before, most of the plants need access to full sunlight. There are some crops that are sensitive to excess sun, but for the most part, your agricultural crops require full sunlight, so the sun is important.
Oh, so don't worry about it too much. I have a little scallion growing in a small pot, and I'm wondering, I wonder if the sun burning it up, but it seems to be doing well. It seems to be doing well. I need to move it to a larger pot. So we've spoken about containers, we've spoken about some of the plants. It's interesting that you mentioned cucumbers. I didn't think of that. But what else would a backyard gardener need? Basic tools, skills, what have you? What else do you think we would need?
All right, so if you have the ground area outside, you're going to need tools to till that. So a hoe, machete, maybe a fork to do the tilling, hand spade.
That's almost like it look like a trowel, or
right? That's
okay.
correct. That's correct.
Right.
Yes.
So hand spade. The watering equipment.
The watering can. In some instances, you might need topsoil as well. You might need a few bags of topsoil to be added, depending on where you are or the soil quality is where you are. You might need to include that as well, and of course, you'll need your planting material.
Right.
Yes.
So you may want to get, are we looking at like seeds here or existing shoots of plants? Which one works best for this sort of environment?
So for some crops, we recommend that you do the seedling. So you do a nursery before to get them to the seedling stage, and then you transplant them in your gardens. And then there are other crops that you do direct seeding.
The surprise, you never tell me about the nursery, you know. The nursery is let me see if I'm getting this right. So a nursery would be a smaller planting space for the plants to grow up. Tell me a little bit more about how the nursery differs from the main container.
All right, so some of the crops, the seeds are very tiny.
Like tomato?
Like tomatoes, like pak choys, these seeds are very tiny. So you would want to grow them in a nursery area first, where you can nurture them to a stage where you can then transplant them out into that hostile environment.
So we spoke about 5-gallon bottles, maybe an old refrigerator, tires. I never think about the tires part, but yeah, I see it. So a nursery then would be smaller, so maybe those little cups. Little cups could work with soil in it?
Yeah, I mean, depending on the amount, because I mean, it's backyard gardening space, so you could always use a small basin to do your the seeds in, but there are seed trays that are sold as well.
Oh, okay.
Seed trays as well as potting mix that you can actually place the potting mix inside these trays and then put individual seeds in each of the cells of these trays.
Got it.
So,
I think I'm visualizing exactly what you're talking about. We're going to go to a break right now. We're talking backyard gardening, backyard farming. More on this discussion with Acting Land Management Officer at the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA in St. Andrew, Mr. Joel Price. Please stay with us.
A lot of times when we're feeding our children, we associate them with snacks and juices. But we have to remember that they're human beings, they're growing, and they need wholesome foods. So whatever it is that you put in, that is what you will get out. Food is fuel for the body and the mind. So if you're putting in garbage, garbage is going to come out. I know it's frustrating as parents because we just want the children to eat, but sometimes we need to dig a little bit deeper. Children shouldn't be having more than 6 teaspoons of sugar per day. So 6 4 is 24, that's about 24 grams of sugar. So if you look at the nutrition facts label, you'll realize that most of these box juices that we're giving the children are excessive in terms of the sugar that they're consuming. And then we wonder why the children won't sit and stay still. And I mean, even with the snacks that we're giving them, a lot of them are empty calories. So it has a lot of salt and fat and coloring, and there are issues with the coloring as well. So we want to ensure that we take away a lot of those excess juices. I feel that we think children have to have juice, and that's a big misnomer. They really don't need juice. Water is just fine. As the adults that have the handle, let us do as best as we can to encourage a healthy lifestyle in the children.
Welcome back to Get the Facts. Today we're taking a closer look at how we all can begin to start our own backyard farms. Still with us is Acting Land Management Officer at the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, in St. Andrew, Mr. Joel Price. Sir Price, let's keep the conversation going. We had ended on that nursery, but there's a point I wanted to pick up on that you mentioned in the first segment, soil. Now, obviously, soil is critical. So talk to us about what sort of soil is very useful for this sort of thing, especially in environments where no soil really is available to dig into in the ground itself. What sort of soil are we looking for?
All right, so topsoil, soil, as you mentioned, soil is very important. It's very crucial. And that is where you get your fertility from. That's where you get your nutrients from. Right. So, and most of the areas are the backyard spaces. If you live like in Portmore, for example, the soils are very poor. So it's important for you to have topsoil as well. And you can get topsoil like even if you pass the countrysides and you see landslides and so forth, you can collect those because those are usually very fertile topsoil. So clay loam is ideally what you want to be growing in. There are also nurseries that will sell topsoil as well. And of course, you can always incorporate like organic matters like your poultry manure, your horse manure, and so you can incorporate those, and those will help with the fertility of your soil. Those will help with the microbial activities. So yes.
Okay. So, to zoom back in on topsoil and getting soil, let's try to fix the picture in our minds of what is it that we're speaking about here. So you live in a red dirt environment. Does that automatically mean, does the color of the dirt or the kind of, did I say dirt? Soil.
Soil.
Does the color of the soil or what have you, does that automatically mean fertility or infertile? Is that something that you can say, oh, this is a red dirt area, that means the soil isn't great for growing? Some people might have that perception. Would that be accurate?
Well, there could be some truth to it, but the color of the soil can be dependent on what is in the soil as well. Like for example, the red soils usually means that they are bauxitic, they are bauxite in those areas.
Okay.
But darker soils usually speak to soils that are more fertile, has more nutrients, right?
Yeah.
But that alone will not be able to tell you what is in the soil.
Cool.
So it is important for you to ensure that you had what the soil needs as well.
And I still want to just make sure we're very clear. Even that soil that you mentioned, you're driving past your old country, you can pick up some in a landslide.
Yes.
You said clay,
Low clay, right.
sort of soil, dark, not very dry, and that's the sort of soil you want.
Right.
Just put some in a dish and carry go home.
Yes, man. Yeah,
Okay.
man. Usually, sometimes you pass some landslides and you see some soils. You just by looking at them, you can see this is good soil. This is what I would want to have in my backyard. So, and it will help to help with the area that the land with the land slippage. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. So let's zoom in on the additives now. The maintaining fertility, perhaps developing fertility. Is that possible?
Yes.
You can develop. You mentioned chicken, horse manure.
Yes.
What about composting?
Yes.
Matter.
Composting is something that we highly recommend as well. And it's something that you can do in your backyard as well. So I mean, the scraps from your kitchen, the vegetable matters and so forth, you can have a barrel or a area that you continue to place these and allow them to break down into compost or into humus, and then that you can add to your plants as well, or to your soil as well, and it will help with the fertility.
Right, right. You mentioned plant matter. I see people using eggshells as well. That's a thing?
Yes, eggshell is good as well. That will add the calcium in it as well.
Okay, so the core idea is putting all of this organic matter.
Yes.
Let it pretty much rot in a
Yes.
container. And when it reaches that brown, dark...
Right, where you're not able to recognize the different things that you would have put in it. That is when you know it is fully broken down.
So if I can see the banana peel, will I ready it?
Well, it's not fully broken down as yet.
Okay, I mean, you take that matter, you apply it to your planting area on the top, or you mix it into the soil.
You can incorporate it. You can put it on top. It's always good to, if you are able to incorporate it, that's better.
Okay. I notice you haven't said anything about artificial fertilizers.
Well, I mean, it's also important. The thing about it is that the inorganic fertilizer does nothing for your soil. What it does is to help your crop. It provides nutrients for your crop, but it does nothing for your soil. So I always stress on the importance of organic matter, organic fertilizers and so forth,
right.
Because these help with the microbial activities and it helps to build back the soil, so it is important.
Plant benefits, soil benefits.
Yes.
Great. All right, we're almost at the end, but you're a wealth of information. How does RADA help us? Can we call RADA and get some more of this information? Can we call RADA and get equipment?
So RADA provides support for farmers in general, and urban farmers, backyard gardeners are not excluded. They are included in the mix, so they can always reach out to the nearest RADA office for any information that they require, any technical advice that they require. They can always reach out to RADA, and we'll be more than happy to supply them with this information.
Okay.
In addition, from time to time, we would have open portals for persons to apply online for backyard gardening kits, and then they pick them up at the office.
Okay.
So we are big on backyard gardening because we believe it's important.
Got it. So I can be official, I can be a farmer, I get the kit and I apply. Surprise, your final word to the audience, anything you want to say directly to the audience? All
right, so we just came out of natural disaster, Hurricane Melissa, and we saw what happened with the prices of produce, agricultural produce, or the prices soar. It is important for everyone to be doing their backyard gardening, whether it be in your backyard space that you have or on your balcony in containers. Is important because what this does is to ensure that you are playing your part in ensuring food security, because globally food security is a challenge and you playing your part is important.
Thank you. Grow what you eat. Eat what you grow. Yes. This has been Get the Facts. Our guest was Acting Land Management Officer, the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, in St. Andrew, Mr. Joel Price. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm Theodore Henry. Take good care.
Jamaica Post is committed to being your preferred logistics partner. Enjoy the convenience of 3 to 5 days for international shipments at competitive rates and next business day delivery for local packages. Take advantage of our fast, reliable and ever-evolving services: zip mail, click and ship, fast track, EMS, parcel service, registered mail, corporate mail service and private letterbox. Access customer service support and track packages online. Visit our post offices island-wide and premium service centers at select locations. For more information, go to jamaicapost.gov.jm. Conditions apply.
All children deserve positive parenting. Why not pamper us? Be patient with us. Make time to teach us and, of course, play with us. Celebrate milestones with us and don't forget to be our #1 supporter. Do all these things and practice positive parenting today.
Our folk tales are more than just words on a page. They're vessels of memory passed down from generation to generation. They draw from our lived experiences, our elders' teachings, and the everyday realities that shape who we are as a people. In a time when tradition often takes a backseat to modern influence, these stories remind us why preserving our culture matters. In our next feature, we explore a powerful story that teaches how young people tend to dismiss the wisdom of those who came before them, only to later realize the cost of that neglect. Watch now to learn more.
One time, Crab Father was the best head maker in the whole village. Any kind of head you want, big, small, man, woman, any kind of head you want, Crab Father could have make it. The only head Crab Father never make was cork head. Now, Crab Father was born at a time, BC, before computer. And Crab Father believed that anything where the older one them know, they must teach it to those born AD. After that, so one day him call him son and him say, it's time for you to learn the head making business. Here Crab Picnic with him stubborn self. No, Papa. You can't see it's the age of modernization, so it's specialization. We don't need two head maker in a one family. Now better you make head and I tell you what I will do. I will go and sell the head. But Crab Father was very reasonable. He might go give the young man a chance. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, he make head. Saturday morning, Crab Picnic put head in a basket and gone and market, gone sell head. Well, one Saturday, market good. Every head sell off. Crab Picnic go home now. One man come and say, Crab Picnic, sell me a head. He said, you're kind of late. Come back next week. The man said, no. Today is the day I have a special occasion. You see my clothes? I have on my painted mouth two-tone shoes. I have on my diamond socks and my gun mouth trousers. I have on my scissors tail jacket and I have a 10-gallon top hat. And I want a head to match it. Crab Picnic said, no, me tell you the head them sell off clean, and the man insists. Him say, how much money you make today? In him left pocket, him have enough. In him right pocket, him have enough, so him have enough money. The man said, if you sell me your head, I double it. Crab Picnic call himself the number and multiply it by 2 and get enough. And the sound of so much money was too much to resist. Papa off in your head and sell it to the man. But before him hand it over, presence of mind say, oh, you going to see if you go home? So him take out the 2 little eye them and put them in his shoulder. But without the head, him walk and balance. That's why him walk sideways. But him have go home. Because him father is the best head maker and can make him another head. Except when him reach the cross pass, him see a dinky mini a go on, man. And if you know anything about dinky mini, is a sideways dance, you know. So Crab in him hacky man a dance. Zaki only one Benny boy. And him a lead the dinky mini chorus and him a dance dinky mini till midnight. Every dinky mini serves some nice Jamaican food. Chocolate tea with coconut milk and cinnamon, man, and hard dough bread with sprat and all of these nice things. And when them bring it to Crab, Crab couldn't eat, because the mouth gone with the head. So Crab decided him going to run home and make him father make a brand new head and game. When him reach home, him see him father mattress outside in the yard. When him push the door and go in, him see a piece of black cloth pan the looking glass, pan the dressing table, and pan the ground him see 7 white candle in a circle, the number of completion. Him father dead, you know. I feel him dinky mini a keep out a cross pass. Him father dead and gone with the head making recipe and crab picnic. Did not learn how to make head, and from that day until this, him a walk sideways, mad sick, headless. I love that story because it's about how we ignore the wisdom of old people and things that without them we can manage and we can't.
Hey there, I'm Landy, your friendly guide to NLA Connect, the National Land Agency's customer engagement platform. Today we'll be navigating our page with some frequently asked questions.
Hey Landy, what's NLA Connect?
Hey there. NLA Connect is a simple, user-friendly online platform that's available 24/7 to customers, where they can submit various requests about land-related matters.
Hi Landy, how do I submit a request to NLA Connect?
Hi customer. Once on the platform, click Request and fill out the form with your details. Choose the relevant division and select the type of request. Pick your preferred response method, review, and consent to the privacy notice. Then submit. You will receive a case number to track your request.
Tell me something, Landy. Can you submit more than one request at a time?
No, you can only submit one request type at a time. Once that case is closed, feel free to send in another.
Landy, am I able to track my request?
Yes. To track your request status, click the Status tab, enter your email or case number, verify with the code sent to your email, and then view updates ranging from submitted to closed.
How does the NLA treat my data?
Our privacy policy is in accordance with the Data Protection Act 2020. As a result, some of the technical measures used to protect your data includes firewalls, encryptions, and regular system updates. Also, our employees are only provided with your information on a need-to-know basis. Still have questions? Visit www.nla.gov.jm. Go to Applications, select NLA Connect, and check out our FAQs tab for more information. NLA Connect, your voice, our priority.
We've come to the end of today's show. I do hope that you enjoyed this package. To catch a repeat of this or any other, feel free to log on to our website at jis.gov.jm. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.